สวัสดีครับ Hello and welcome to my Thai appetizer lesson. In this lesson, I can promise you one thing, and it is that at the end of the lesson, you are going to be able to read and write a couple of words in Thai. And the reason I'm uploading this video is because so many people think it may be too hard for them to actually learn how to read and write Thai, but it's quite easy and it's very close to English or German or every other European language you might be used to. So don't wonder if you could do it, just do it. The reason being is that actually Thai language as German or English is kind of pretty similar in its structure. So it consists of consonants and vowels. And as you would say in English, we are talking about the letter B, but whenever it's in a word or in a sentence, you do not pronounce it or speak it as B, you just say B, which is the original or inherent sound of the B letter. So B is just the name for the letter, but you say brave, not be rave, something like that. And the same actually is true for Thai. And whenever you watch videos on the internet or hear something about Thai, then all these consonants, they seem to sound pretty complicated, huh? Don't you think? So that is also because people always use the expression for the consonant or the vowel, and therefore it makes them very long and complicated to learn. So what you, at the beginning, if you want to have it nice and quick, should learn is just the sound of it. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. We have the k sound. And here it is important to notice and to remember forever that this k doesn't release any extra air after it. So it's not k, but it's k. Then we have the consonant and then a very rolling R, like r, 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 and mm, mm, mm. And the last one in this lesson, mm, mm, mm. So all five again. R, mm, mm. Okay. Then, of course, we also have vowels. And here in this section are mostly going to be long vowels. Ah, like in bath. Ah, ah. Eh, like in band. Eh, eh. Of course, the words to the right aren't always right because it depends on your dialect, of course. But just try to pronounce it the way I do. Oh, oh, like in raw. Then we have a short vowel for a change, a short E. So it's E, like in sin. E, E. Okay, a third thing you need to know about are tone marks. This tone mark, which has a name but you don't need to know it because it just changes the tone of the words. Usually words are neutral tone or just flat, like blah 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 blah. Then this mark on top of a consonant changes the word or the syllable to being a high tone syllable. So blah blah blah, high tone. And the next tone mark in the cases to follow are wherever the syllable is changed to a falling tone. So blah blah blah. I'm exaggerating, of course, but that is falling. Blah blah. Okay, let's try to solve the following words or sentences together. The rules on top. We have one word here, which is the consonant and the vowel. So, as you would read it in English or in German or whatever language you're familiar with, you would read it as Ga, ga, neutral tone. So just flat. Ga. Something to, as I told you, think about always and never forget is that the sound doesn't release any extra air. So it is not read as ka. No. Ga. The ah vowel follows directly after the initial. Translation, by the way, is crow. The next word is a combination of two syllables, which is again ga, and then we have the vowel and the f consonant. Now, something that you need to know about Thai is that it doesn't matter where the vowels stand regarding or relative to the consonant, they are always spoken after the consonant. So, in the first syllable, we have k plus ah, ga, and in the second syllable, we have f plus eh. Even though eh stands in front of the f, it's read after it, so it's fa, fa, and the whole word then would mean cafe, cafe, coffee. Then to the left, a word no meaning except of names, so f again, and ah, which is fa. And now the third part on top, when you take a look at the rules, the tone marks. In the syllable, the middle of this line, you can see the same syllable, fa, plus, it's not a neutral tone, fa, but it's a high tone. So, fa, 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 which means sky. Then, first syllable in this line is plus or as we have learned, consonants before vowels, so meh, meh, but there is no real meaning to it, so we take the syllable to the middle with the second, or with the other tone mark, the small marker on top of the which makes the syllable a falling tone. So it is not meh, but it's meh, 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 falling tone, and translation would be mother. Then a third example with tone mark is here. We have r plus a plus n. So r a n, r a n, ron, ron, in a neutral tone. So no real meaning to it with this word. So when we put a high tone mark on top of it, the syllable becomes, instead of ron, it becomes ron, ron, a high tone syllable, and therefore gets the meaning warm or hot, if something is warm or hot. Ron. Okay. Now, ca, fe, ron, cafe ron, hot coffee, or the coffee is hot. So ron is as well an adjective as it is a verb. Here we have k consonant plus a short e, plus n. So k, e, n, k, e, n, k, e, n, k, e, n, gin, 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 which means to eat or to drink. Gin. Within a sentence, you could read it like here, plus the first syllable, meh, but there is a tone mark, a falling tone mark on top of it, so it's meh, which, as you already know, means mother. Then gin, drinks, mother, drinks, then กาแฟ coffee ร้อน hot. So the mother drink coffee hot, or the mother drinks hot coffee. แม่กินกาแฟร้อน Let's take a look once more at all the examples. First one. กา crow. Then กาแฟ coffee. Then here ฟ้า high tone, sky. Then แม่ falling tone, mother. ร้อน warm or hot. กาแฟร้อน hot coffee. กิน to eat or to drink. And the last one, แม่กินกาแฟร้อน 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 The mother drinks hot coffee. As I promised, if you paid attention, you're now able to read and write a little bit of Thai. Congratulations to you, and keep on doing what you're doing and enjoy life. ขอบคุณมากครับสำหรับใช้บริการนี้นะครับแล้วดูแลตัวเองด้วยนะครับขอให้มีความสุขในทุกวันนี้โชคดีครับสวัสดีครับ